What's the word, fam? I'm DJ House.
DJ Breeze, what up?
Yo, listen. Today's a new day. We're gonna start this joint off real nice and easy, but we're gonna start it off with a toast, like always. What's
Always.
up, my brother?
What's the deal, bro?
Man, I can't call it. Same old, another day in paradise.
Been a minute.
Yes, sir. Not that long. Not that long. What's on your mind, brother? I know you got something to talk to me about.
Yo, people, a lot been going on, so we gonna hit a bunch of things going on, but I think I'm gonna jump straight into what's up with these planes going down. It's kind of got me shook a little bit.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? I think so the first incident was when the helicopter hit the actual plane. I think, to me personally, it looked like he did it on purpose, unless it was a malfunction. But to me, it looked like he did it on purpose. You can't tell me you're in the air and you're on the same line, the same distance, and you just run right. Mind you, they got all these windows in front. Like, if you ever been on a helicopter, you know it's mad windows. So you see, and the plane got shining lights. Like, the lights is bright. Why you can't see the plane? Come on, yo. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I mean, I know when I'm flying, and I just was on a flight a week ago. Honestly, the day, put it like this, I went to bed. I had a flight to Atlanta, and my whole thing while I'm packing my luggage, because I had like midday flight, I turned the news on, and I'm one of them dudes. I want to know what's going on, but I don't want to know what's going on, because every time I turn the news on, it's never like this guy is doing good. This family has got out of poverty and living good. This lady has got a job and the kids. It's like this person died. This guy killed his girlfriend. It's so negative, and I don't like to start my day like that. But then it's kind of weird when people tell me something's going on, and I'm like clueless because I didn't watch the news. So I kind of hit the news this morning. I do not do it every morning. So this morning, I turn it on as I'm getting packed to get on a plane, and boom, this plane, Black Hawk hit a plane going down, and I seen it, so I didn't have a lot to say about it. I just kind of seen it, but didn't see it, almost like numb, and I didn't want to be thinking about that on my on the flight.
Yeah.
But afterwards, I don't mean afterwards when I got to Atlanta. I mean when I got back from Atlanta. Now I'm digging into it more. And the stories is getting crazier and crazier. And the crazy thing is, there's a lot of people thinking this whole black-white thing. America is so diverse, and a lot of us, we don't want to admit the white privilege thing and all that, but we really did get a dude who was convicted of a crime, who said he's going to do a lot of crazy stuff, and who actually, actually attacked the Capitol, and his boys, who he's aligned with, waved a Confederate flag, and all this stuff, we just ignored it. And when the story got tied to this, I was like, when they connected the dots, it's like, when Trump got in, they said he put an order in that took a lot of airline jobs in. It's still under investigation, so we kind of early with it. But it goes in saying so much stuff happened with the airlines. I'm wondering, was it like somebody who should have been there that would have known what's going on, that didn't hit the right button? Because there's beacons, there's things that let you know somebody's flying in my zone. Whether you see it or not with your own eyes.
That's what I'm saying.
This ain't like back in the 60s where you had to be a pilot. These guys are all computerized. I honestly think I could be a pilot. And you hit the button, something's in my area, let me clear this area. So two things, whether it's two helicopters, one helicopter, one plane, whatever the situation is, that hit each other, and we just had one like a week ago as well. That's crazy.
I mean, look,
And they put it back at your boy. Like they said, like bro, he blamed Obama, and I'm like, bro, like you got in there messing with the airlines, and now they having accidents back to back.
I mean, listen, this is my thing, right? I hear everything you're saying. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm a Trump fan, but I do support the things that he's doing to get the country back to where it needs to be. That's 100%. I'm definitely gonna say that. As far as certain things, I don't agree with what he's doing. Certain things I do agree, but it's more on the winning side than it would be on the losing side.
So you think it's more he's doing more good than bad?
Yeah, that's a
Okay.
fact.
Okay.
I mean,
so let me ask you this: if I did a couple good things, but I might take away a bunch of bills that would actually still help you in the future. See, I can camouflage you and help you with some things, and you're like, yo, thank you. And then you realize, wait a minute, you took my vote right away. Wait a minute, you took you took stuff away from the teachers, so the teachers can't get money, and so the black kids gonna get bad teachers in the school.
okay, that's why I said certain
I'm just
things.
hitting with some.
I'm just saying, that's what I'm saying. Certain things, not to cut you off, bro. Certain things I don't agree with. Certain
Yeah.
things he's like, for instance, right? You know, look, I love the United States. First, I love Jersey. I love Newark. You know what I'm saying? But when it starts becoming overcrowded and things got to get handled and they got to get handled in the right manner, he's doing what he's supposed to do to get this population. It's bad because even with COVID, we lost a lot of the population through COVID, and it's still overpopulated. So now he's doing more to get the population to back where it needs to be. Now, as far as certain things, now one thing I don't agree
Blowing my
with.
blood, buddy.
The one thing, okay, so I'm gonna give you one thing I agree
No,
with.
no,
one
stay
thing
there,
I
stay
don't agree
there.
with.
Oh no, I want you to stay at the population thing. I want to comment on that. Do you know? Do you know? Again, the sitting president that took the most, the president that took the most illegal people out of the U.S. Who that was? That's Obama. Now I'm gonna tell you
He's
something.
a terrorist. He got terrorists.
No, he got a bunch of illegal people out of the U.S.
But
He has a record for it, standing right now. And I'm gonna tell you something I realized about that. When Obama went his way of getting people undocumented out of the country,
okay.
I don't remember people being scared for their lives. I don't remember people running up in school and kids are scared. Like, I don't remember this.
Because it didn't happen. It never.
He handled it.
Yeah, he handled it, but
He handled it like a president handled it. What I'm saying is, Trump handled it like a gangster handled it.
as he
All
should.
right,
As he should.
if you have the cookout and you like Breeze, there's a couple dudes I need to get out of here. I could walk up and low key have a couple of people that go, let me talk to you outside. And people never even know what happened, and I got rid of them.
Yeah.
There's another thing for me to go up and just manhandling and stuff and scaring everybody. It's the way of doing it, and I think the way they're doing it right now is ridiculous.
When you get to a certain age, bro, you don't have time for the bull job. You just ready to just get
you
it done,
do.
and he's doing it.
Because if you playing checkers as a president, you might not realize you jumped that man 5 moves later, you just lost the game. But if you play chess, you realize that little move I made right now might affect something. So I tie that back to the airlines. When you mess with the airlines and start dealing with personnel and cutting down certain departments and stop the hiring, which he did already, he said, as soon as I get in, I'm going to do these changes. Do you know if it's still to come out?
Uh-huh.
And I'm sure they probably know already, but they're going to do their best to cover it like, no, it wasn't him.
Okay.
I just don't think it's a coincidence you just got in, the plane's going down, bro.
No, okay. With the planes, I don't know. Listen, these are human beings and it can be malfunction because you got the human beings that's running it, and then you have the computers that they got to do certain computers. Now, if it's malfunctions, of course, listen, all by means, we're all still human. These are humans that's building all these machines and the technical side and all that other stuff. So anything could have happened. All
What's
I'm
the
saying-
odds of two commercial planes going down to the U.S. in the same month?
I mean, a lot of things been going on. I don't know.
In the same month?
Yeah, it's
When have you heard that?
actually it's from 1 month. It was like 4.
I've never heard that.
You heard the one that with the two planes?
Yes.
The wings collided or
So
something
what
like
I'm
that?
saying is, if you just had a sitting president mess with the airlines, and all of a sudden, within a couple of weeks, they have a whole bunch of accidents. Am I crazy to connect those dots?
Look, bro. I don't know. All I can do is talk to. All you can really do is sit here and you can think about it. But at the end of the day, what's going through that man's mind and what's going through your mind is 2 different mind states. So I don't know. I don't know. And you going off your instinct, your feelings on how it could have been or how it should have been. I don't know. I wasn't up there in the plane. I was in the helicopter to know what was going on. I'm not in the White House to know what's going on. So I don't even. I try to keep my thoughts to myself.
Do you trust what they tell you? Because
Absolutely
I'm gonna
not.
tell you right now. It's not just protecting Trump. It's protecting our entire U.S. how we view it as the world. So it's almost the point is you're gonna go as far as putting him in after all the stuff he said. Now you gotta stand on it because the rest of the world is looking like what's going on over there. So it's kind of like to the point like even if it was on him, they're gonna cover it up because you cannot have a situation where it's like yes, we messed up and it's from the top down. So we're going to find a way to blame the little guy. In your own job, you think the company, if you messed up, but the company put you in a situation to mess up, they're not going to say, you know what, it's our fault. They're going to find a way to blame you.
Yeah.
So at the end of this, when this thing is all over, I wouldn't be surprised to say, you know, the pilot was drunk. I wouldn't be surprised.
Look, it's a lot of stories out there like that. Look at the movie when Denzel was in the movie. And
That's just what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I mean, he was in a movie. He was drunk, but he landed the plane the correct way.
But what did he say?
If he wasn't drunk.
No.
If he wasn't high or something like that.
No, it wasn't about him not being drunk. He was literally showing you that the system was they were so concerned about protecting themselves that they was willing to let the drunk keep his license. They're like, listen, just say you did anything and that's it. He said, nah, I was drunk. I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you like this, and this is a fact. Look, this is a fact, and I know y'all could agree with me. Sometimes it's like a DJ. A DJ.
Oh God.
A DJ plays the best when he's intoxicated. So imagine.
I don't agree with you.
Y'all, look, it's crazy. It's crazy how it sounds, but it's real though. So imagine being on a plane or a helicopter, even a motorcycle. Now you get some people that you can't ride and you can't drink because some people can't handle the intoxication as well as other people can. Now it's just certain things that you're not supposed to do. I mean, you're not supposed to drink and drive. You're not supposed to fly and drive. I mean, drink and fly. You're not supposed to do none of that stuff. But in some aspects, when you let me put it like this. You function, depending on the person, you function better, intoxicated better than you would if you were sober. That's crazy.
Did you just agree it's okay for the pilot to be drunk?
I'm not doing it.
I'm so
no,
lost.
I ain't saying that. No, I ain't saying that. I ain't saying that.
This is got that, y'all.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I don't want to sound ignorant. But the point that I'm making is that sometimes people, it's just like under pressure, you react. Sometimes, with some people might fold being under pressure, and you got some people that they might act, or they might play the best part in being intoxicated of themselves. So that's all I'm saying. It depends on the person. It doesn't. I don't know who the pilot was. I don't know him.
That sounds exactly like they might blame for the reason. At the end of it, the safeguards we have, the personnel we have to recognize a drunk pilot, the safeguards we have to make sure our planes are safe, we getting from point A to point B without dying. I think when you mess with the airlines and mess with their funding, you stop the hiring from the Oval Office. Let the airlines do what the airlines do. Because to me, when they run their ship with nobody going in it, we got the same odds we've been had. In 1 week of the Oval Office messing with them, I feel like things looking kind of crazy.
But
And again, I was on a plane that day, and I mean, thank God that nothing happened. But you guys out there, and we're doing this live. We want to get to the point where you can make you guys comment. But I would love you guys to, when we put this up, comment. Let me know how you feel right now about flying. And am I on point? Do you think things might be a little crazy with our current administration messing with the airlines? Do you think the safety levels have just dropped because they messing with personnel? They stopped hiring. Right now, if we got a situation of safety, I might need to hire a top safety guy to listen. What can you do to ensure these planes that nothing like this happens again? Because I don't feel like you work as hard as you do. You go to work when you don't even want to go to work, and you finally get some money together to take a vacation, and instead of it being vacation, your family get a phone call like, sorry to tell you this, he ain't make it. That just should not be a part. Something mechanical out of control happens, I get it. But if it's something we can have the right people in place, I don't need the Oval Office mess with these people.
But bro, so let me ask you this. So mental awareness. This is like police officers, right? Mm-hmm. So police officers, they go out here with these guns, the badges, they go out there with the power. Not knowing that they're still human. They might come from a household that is belligerent, that they going through so much their kids, their wife, their grandmother, their grandfather, all these different things. And then you bring them on a site with other people, not knowing their mind state for the day. So why do you think that a lot of these things are happening? And it's not because of the system, it's because it could be things that's going on, and that it could be systematic within their brains, or either they just come on the job fucked up. So who do you think that is entitled? Do you think that to be held accountable for? The people, the police officers that's coming on the job?
The system.
I disagree. I think you gotta hold everybody accountable.
Again, if the top person who they answer to is putting the right training involved, again, you go back to George Floyd. This is the same situation. When Trump was saying this crazy stuff, and I don't want to make this whole thing about Trump. But when he was saying, you got to give the police grace of them overacting because it's a job where you got to make a split-second decision. Mm-hmm. If in training I don't teach people, like, listen, certain cultures, we come across real aggressive.
Yeah.
Listen, two black dudes that's used to black dudes will have a conversation that dudes that don't know us will be on the side like they about to fight. They're not about to fight. They be like, mother F this and this, and they be very aggressive, but this is how our culture is. But that's about to happen. But to an untrained officer, he's like, I need to pull my gun. And now a dude who's just aggressive, not physically, it's just his nature. Mm-hmm. He's a hard worker. He has a family to come home to. Is gone. That's training. And that starts from the top down. But if nobody at the top is telling him what he needs to do and look out for, he's going to walk in there blind.
So I'm going to give you a story with that, right? So back in the day, I was a part of um, East Orange PAL, Police Explorers. So
Nothing
that
the fist.
no Police Explorers.
No, I saw the power with the fist or
Oh
something.
yeah,
Yeah, I
to the
knew I
people.
knew that. I knew I
You know
knew
what I'm
it.
saying?
All right.
But shout out to all my East Orange PAL, everybody that I came up with when doing that movement. It's not around as much as it was back then, but I used to go to different states to compete shooting guns, right? So I remember like it was yesterday. I went to Arizona. I had to be like 14 or 15 years old competing shooting guns, and what always stuck with me of why I never got it to a point where cops are aim for a person's head or their body part to I guess get them from 10 to 5. It's because the guy that trained me how to shoot and things like that, he said the best thing to do is try to the situation, try to downplay it. Don't try to shoot them to kill. You can shoot at their legs, especially if their body is wide open. Pause. If their body is wide open,
Oh, you need to pause.
pause.
There, bro.
Definitely pause.
Stop it. Stop it. Yeah.
Shoot for the leg. Shoot for their foot. Shoot for their arm. To shoot up their whole torso and their head, that shit is crazy. That's beyond me. And to empty a clip into a human being, knowing he's down already, nah. It's no. Listen, I'm trying to come home, but end of the day, you might come home, but the next day or down the line, you gotta face them demons that you did that, and everybody got a conscience. Everybody has
but
that.
you saying the same thing I said. Whatever entity you're talking about, especially dealing with the public, airlines, all essential workers. You don't need top administration killing funding that goes into proper training, proper knowledge, proper staffing. And now, like the guy you got with was blessed to teach you something.
Yeah.
So imagine if you're dealing with giving the police an aggressive message. Like in other words, you had situations of a lot of wrongful deaths during the last Trump administration. You remember? But if I'm coming from the top saying, listen guys, your job is to serve. I don't know what you think the word serve means, but it don't mean you the boss.
Serve and protect.
There's no other word you can serve me and be my boss. So your job is to serve me, so you serve the public. And what else do you do? Protect. There's nothing else. So the day the police officers are leaving the academy thinking they became somebody's boss because they got blue on, it's wrong. My best friend is a police officer. He's not that. He don't approach people like this. But proper training.
Yeah, no, I get the proper training part.
If you take it away, you're gonna get some arrogant police who think, you know what?
But you got some.
I'm your boss.
Uh-huh.
Screw what the rules say, screw what the book says, screw what the judge said, get out the car. For no reason.
Some people become police officers because they was bullied their whole life too.
Yeah.
So they feel
They
like
need
now
training. I don't need to take their job. And shout out to all my police, shout out to all the boys in blue and women in blue. And I salute all the ones who know what I'm talking about. It's a way to do this job properly. You talk to people like you want to be talked to. And people have a big problem with police, but I don't, because
no,
guess
I don't
what?
either. I love my
If
community.
you come on my property, I'm better off calling them than me taking care of it, because now I got implications, even if I'm right. It's lawyers, it's court, it's paperwork. So I salute them. But again, some of the best ones we know, that either our friends or family, have the privilege of proper training. And the ones who weren't trained right, they out here acting crazy, making a bad name.
Man, listen. Look,
And instead of Trump handling that, he has to condone it. Like I said, the attack on Capitol. I'm not even knocking if Trump had an argument. If I was a Trump fan, like, if I'm a Trump voter, I might feel like we could be biased to who we like. I think my boy got robbed. But would I be cool with him saying attack some civilians? No. I'm like, handle your business, but not like that.
look, you gotta make it home. And I get it. Like, shout out to all my police officers, like you said, firefighters. The objective is to go to work and make it back home. That's the objective. I get it. Shoot first, ask questions later. I get that part. So, and Trump has, or no presidency has control over what happens in the streets. You don't really, I don't hold Trump accountable for that. I hold the mayor, because the mayor works beside the chief, lieutenant. He works beside these people. You can't hold them. He's entitled to like the army.
But if the top dog don't check him, who gonna check him?
The mayor.
If the mayor don't check him, who gonna check him?
Yo, that's the reason why you got that.
If the mayor don't check him, the chain of command is the governor, the mayor. So let's say your governor is an idiot. And there's a whole bunch of stuff happening. The governor might call the mayor like, yo, what's going on with all these wrongful situations going on?
Uh-huh.
If he don't do it, and the top dog say some goofy stuff like, hey, listen, man, I know we had a bunch of people die, but the police got to make a split-second decision. It's going to keep happening. Instead of, again, look what I just said. I understand it's hard, but believe me, if I'm in the blue, and at the point in my life I want to be in blue,
mm-hmm.
and I tell you to stop moving, and you keep moving, I'm going to have my hand on my hip. And if you decide to pull your cell phone out, you're going to die. Yeah. So the education comes from educating our officers how to behave, and also educating our public and all you out here who share my same color. Deal with your argument after the stop. We don't need no more George Floyd. We don't need no more of this.
Nah, but before they get on the forest,
forget how right you are. Say again.
They should take a psychological test before they get on the field. That's just, but they don't. I don't think that they do that. I've never actually seen that they actually do that. A psychological test just to make sure that your mind is in your mind is in the right place to do the job.
Well, did you take it? If y'all don't know, both of us in that New Jersey Transit. Did you take psychological tests when you came to Transit?
Yes.
Okay, so when I came to Transit, we had it.
Yeah.
And I noticed all the new people don't take them.
Yeah, exactly.
But I will admit, back in the day, as far as I'm just doing my career, we had it.
How many years you been in now?
I started in '96.
Oh, you started, okay. Yeah. I started in 07.
Salute Transit. I know y'all heavy with us. Y'all follow us. We appreciate y'all follow us. Keep following.
Yeah, work.
Keep liking.
Y'all
share, subscribe. Put people on it. Okay. When I started, we had the psychological test. Don't think I ain't getting a day room with seeing some people who like, yo, how he get through that test.
I seen it on
the road.
So
that don't cover it, but training does. And again, if you fool with the funding, it goes. Look, we done long. I want to hit another thing.
No, I want to hit something too. Right? Let me tell you something about how some of these companies. It's off topic though. It's I ain't gonna say it's funny, but have y'all ever went to the supermarket and you look, you ringing up all your stuff, but then you look all the way down the register. Who they always got at the registers?
Who?
They always got people that's mentally challenged.
Oh God, what did you do?
That's crazy. I swear that's crazy. I've never.
What do you mean by you gotta be more specific. What do you mean mentally challenged?
Man, mentally challenged as people that's not in their right minds. I'm gonna say people that's not in their right minds.
Are you talking about handicap? Cause they deserve to work too, bro.
No, they can work, but
if you got autism, if you got a handicap, and you in there, I salute them because
no, I salute them too. But I'm just saying
there's people who have a handicap of learning capacity, have these different things, and they like permanent children in their life. But there are other ones who like, nah, I don't want to be this kid. I want a job. I want independent. So I can't knock them from being.
No, I'm not knocking them. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with them. What I'm saying is it's the companies that, yo, listen, treat them fairly. They don't treat them fairly. They put them in a position where they can't move up. They let them stay at the bottom of the barrel other than moving up. So you think about it.
We have
the
to.
more
They might hire them, but they ain't gonna.
they're not gonna let. So if their mind is progressing, let their life progress. And they don't do that. They let them stay right in the same position. But like I said, sometimes if they're mentally challenged, they're not paying attention to. It might be they might make $30 a week. They're happy with that. I'm happy. Listen, if they like it, I love it. But at the same time, let these people progress. Nobody, I feel like nobody in this world is dumb. The only people that I feel like is dumb
I think they're dumb people, yeah.
I don't think that everybody's dumb. I think people make dumb decisions. Everybody comes out. You're born with you're born with the intentions to do good in life. Now, if you go out here and you do something stupid to turn your life around to make you end up where you're not really supposed to be at, that's your fault.
No. For me, I don't think doing something stupid makes you dumb. I think repeating to keep doing the same thing, and they said that's the definition of insanity. You do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. So if you keep doing dumb stuff and expect it's gonna work out eventually, then you's the idiot. I'm telling you straight up.
I mean, but then people gotta deal with society. Look, for instance, right? Not and listen, I ain't trying to put nobody down. This is a show to uplift people, but we're gonna talk the realness on this show. We're gonna talk raw. Just like we go to work every day, right? But you got people out here, they getting Section 8. They getting help from the government.
Oh, not no more.
Trump, my man. Because you've been on your job 20-something years, I've been there 18 years. Why I gotta put all this work in, pay all these taxes and all these different things, so I gotta do this.
So this is a point where I want, again, cause we do this live, cause we don't do editing, we can come at you live.
Yeah, it's straight raw.
But you can comment, and we're gonna see your comments on this, and we want to hear your opinions. I'm gonna tell you something. It's around Thanksgiving when we about the voting season, right?
Yeah. Right.
And there's a whole lot of us who's like, yo, I get the Democrats for real. I know they messed up. Furthermore, I feel like you could give us a better candidate than Biden to begin with. I honestly think Kamala was a great candidate. I just think because she was tied to Biden, it's like I'm the vice president while this guy's a little senile and doing some crazy stuff. And every decision Biden made, which is a lot of decisions I don't agree with as a Democrat, it's like we put whatever Biden did, Kamala did. If I'm your VP and you the president, I gotta kind of co-sign what you do. It's not my idea, but my job is to support your ideas. Am I right?
No, you're right. You're right.
So when Kamala went against Trump, where I think she was a better candidate to run against him, I think the voters, all they saw was Biden boy, even if she's a girl, it's still like Biden's homie is about to get in. So we're about to get another dose of Biden policies, Biden ways, etc. Nobody saw what Kamala going to do. With that said, a lot of us put Trump in. Y'all going to be ducking and acting like, no, man, I don't know what he's doing. You voted for him. It's sad that we can't put a camera in that photo booth to see who you voted for. Y'all did it. And now we look at it. You moms who've been on Section 8 for a long time, welfare, government assistance, it's like his first day in office, he's like, yo, I think what he put, 3 months now out of a year?
I don't even know.
He cutting all those programs.
Everything.
So I hope you're happy with your vote. Now, I don't knock that. There's certain things, again, I'm not saying every decision and everything Trump did is bad. I just don't like the idea of you bending rules to your benefit. I don't like the idea of you trying to create a way that you stay president. And I don't like the idea of a dictator. We're in a system if I'm the leader, I open it up to discussion and a vote on my decisions. He's trying to get to the point where whatever I say, you're gonna do it. I don't like that.
Well, leaders lead, Followers follow.
We
That's
are not in Iraq, Germany.
Nah.
This is the U.S.
Something needs to be done.
Leaders say they think, and we got a House, we got a Congress that votes on it, and he's trying to get away with them. So my point is, how y'all feel now? They taking all y'all stuff away, cause y'all gonna feel it. But I do have a problem with me working from. I started working as young as I could.
That's a fact.
And there's people who have been on welfare for 20 years and tell you with a straight face, I can't find a job. Like,
Yeah, it's not.
I'm letting y'all know Trump ain't with it. Y'all about to find some job.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm not cutting you off.
No, man.
But another one, he's sending everybody that's sitting at home on a computer back to work. Which it should be. Why I gotta get up? Why I gotta waste my gas? Why I gotta go with these tolls that are expensive? Say I gotta go through Manhattan every day. Just say that I gotta go through Manhattan. The tolls is what, 18, 19 down? Why I gotta keep giving my money to the what was that? Easy Pass, where people just sit home and they just work and I mean it's a lot of these things are unfair.
But if I got a company, and this is what the pandemic did, and I salute all you guys who found a way to work from home and still be employed. If I'm getting up to go to work, watch this now. I gotta get up, get dressed, find a babysitter, do all these challenges just to get to the job, to turn the computer on, and do work all day on the computer. Nothing physical there, just the computer. That's the majority of the people that will be able to work at home. And companies start realizing, like, listen, the pandemic said, let's not be around each other. Then they start realizing, why are we paying thousands of dollars for a building for a bunch of people to come in and get on a computer when you could do the same job we asked you to do at home?
But you're still getting paid for it. You're still getting paid no matter what.
It has nothing to do with the pay. If your job was to customer service, contact people, find out what's going wrong with their accounts, etc., 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 at work, and you got to log on and talk to people what happened and fix the situation, what's the difference of doing it at home?
I'm gonna tell you.
So meddling with that makes no sense.
I'm gonna tell you the difference. I'm gonna tell you the difference.
Makes no sense.
So say you call a company, right, and you're having the same issue all the time. You're having the same issue. So you had this issue 5 times, right? So if you at home, now it's a difference with being in the office because now you have the managers, you got the supervisors, you got the CEO, you got all these different people around you.
Doing what? Doing what?
No, what I'm saying is you have the people, the supervisor. How many times you actually ever reached out to a company? You call Verizon. If you're working from home,
yeah,
they just put a message into the manager to have the manager call you. Manager never calls you. Now it's a difference if they're in the office. They can transfer you and you can have that conversation
so I'm
right
the manager,
then and there.
I'm the manager of the company, and you work for me, and you on the phone.
Not a manager. A CEO and a manager is 2 different people.
Either or. I'm there working, and I'm in a meeting or whatever I'm doing.
Okay.
And you having some issue on the computer. You think I'm gonna stop doing what I'm doing instantly because this guy on the phone who I don't know, I'm gonna come talk to you? I'm like, yo, email me. It's the same difference. Ain't no difference.
No, but sometimes you gotta understand. If just say that you're putting money into something. Say you're paying a car.
Say your cell phone.
No,
go to your cell phone.
Cell phone, that's pennies. That's pennies. Cell phone is pennies money.
Same difference. If I got a problem with my cell phone, I might say, let me talk to your boss. Right?
The only reason I want to talk to, and sometimes I want to talk to the boss, and it's just like this, right? You might want to talk to somebody else different because how many people that you call, whether it's your cell phone, whether it's your cable, whether it's what's the people that you gotta call to get a PSE&G. Half of the time, you call these people, my man. Sometimes they don't even understand English, and you can't even understand them. So now it's either you hang up on them and you call back and hoping you're gonna get a different person, or either if they working in the office and now you can actually you can get to somebody that can relate to you and you can understand and they can understand you back. How many frustrations that you can call and then you don't get the service that you're supposed to? And that's the people that's at home.
I got news for you. Those people who don't talk English, they've been there. They've been on the phone. They've been working from home. The only people who started working from home is actually the people who you could talk to.
That's why.
Before the pandemic, every time you got to call somebody who knew no English and talk about you got an account with something going on, they were home.
Man, listen. That's
Because your company leased those contracts to those people at home. It's just now they start realizing, why can't we stay home too?
bro, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. If you handling business and you really handling your business,
stay home.
and you call and you don't get the service that you need to, yo, especially if you calling 5 or 6 times and you keep getting the same service, put me on the phone with the manager, put me on the phone with your supervisor, and then they come and they be like, oh well, we can't get. All I can do is text my supervisor and he's gonna call you back within 24 to 48 hours, and then you don't never get that call back. And then you end up calling somebody else, and then you get the same. You either get the same person or you get a different person, and then they still can't even help you. But that's at being at home, because all they can do is send messages.
Right.
But now if you're inside of the office, you got the managers, you got your supervisors, you got all these different people that surround you that can actually help the situation out to be much better. See, that's the frustration of, I guess, in the United States. I don't know what goes on in other countries, but that's what happens nowadays. And then we live in Jersey, so half of the time we making calls. Any people, it's not people that we talking to in Jersey. These people that's in Australia, all these other different India, all these other different China. We talking to all these other different places. We're not talking to people that's over here that understands us. That's frustrating, bro. That's frustrating, and that's what Trump is trying to change. That's what we need. I'm with it. I'm with it all the way. I'm with it all the way.
Let me tell you, Trump trying to change. His boys who got companies outside the U.S. to save money, he trying to get all the people who's here making money online to go back to them countries so he can play them out and make them work there for nothing. That's what he's trying to do. That's it. I mean, I'm going to tell you again, it ain't checks. It ain't checkers, it's chess. Y'all think Trump playing checkers. Yep. Y'all think when he sit down to give you a stimulus package, he's like, look how nice he is, give him $1,000. It's a plan, bro.
Man,
it's a plan.
Look, I'm all for it, but right now what he's doing, I feel like he's going in the right direction. But like you said, man, we ain't trying to stay on one topic. We trying to go to different topics. You know what I'm saying? What else you got for us, Breeze? What else you got for us, man? Cause we can keep going on this topic for a long time, bro. It's a stretch with this one.
I'm gonna switch it up. I just had a reason to talk with somebody. All right. Now you're gonna make me address what I was gonna say before. All you whack, whatever your issue is with this, I'm 100% tired of the Diddy talk. I'm tired of the pause talk, because we was at Atlanta, right? And we was discussing the menu of food the man had. So they had like some type of grits and fish and this and the other. He got some sausages.
You can't say that. You cannot say that.
A younger dude, he's like 30 something, you know what I'm talking about. DJ Classic, you know who you is. He's like, pause, because I said sausages.
Yes.
Let me say this again. The day I come from, if you mention sausages, I'm thinking food. I don't know what your mind is thinking. I don't know why. Everything you say now is pause. I don't do this. This is weird.
Yo, you listen. The day the day that you say you don't play the game, that's when you actually start playing the game, because you're paying attention to it. You cannot say something out of the ordinary, like, and not say pause. First it started out, it was no homo. It was no homo.
That's where it started.
That's where it started at.
That's not my clue. We never done this because when we talk.
That it's been around since probably the 60s and 70s. It's been around, bro. It's been around.
Okay, so recently, y'all, they put a I don't have all the names. I only have 2 I remember off the top. I wish I remember the other ones. But he was saying rappers that would be, if they were out now, they couldn't have the names they had. So they mentioned one of them was Heavy D. You couldn't have that name. So I was like, okay. And I forget the other ones, but the number one they named was Mr. Cheeks. Y'all that's my age, y'all know Lost Boys.
Yeah.
This culture, a rapper could not be named Mr. Cheeks. And that's crazy. Back in the 90s, when in 2000, Mr. Cheeks came out, Lost Boys came out, nobody said a word. Nobody said pause.
Because that was
Now
that
your
was
mind is all over the place.
but that was his name for production. That was his name for doing entertainment. That
So
was
if
his
I came
name.
out in 2024 and I was on the show, they said, "What's your rap name?" I said, "Mr. Cheeks."
Yo, you said Mr. Cheeks. You gonna say it's not wrong with you can say it, but you gotta say pause at the end of whatever you saying. You can't say yeah. Like now, you can't go and eat a glizzy. You can't eat a glizzy. You can't eat a whole hot dog pause in front of people. You can't do it. There's no way in the history of
can't with
niggas
y'all.
that you can actually go shout out to everybody that's agreeing with me, which I believe guys, females, elderly, they all agreeing. You got some
Okay.
people that's probably in the nursing home.
I need
like, yeah,
somebody.
Yo,
I already know
pause
where it's
that.
gonna go. I'm promising to tell you, everybody. I'm gonna say 35 and under gonna be with the pause talk.
I ain't 35 and under.
So y'all hit this and let me know. Y'all think this is just over the top? When Mr. Cheeks came out, did anybody think he was homo? Like, and we ain't knocking the gay community in this, but nobody had these thoughts. Nobody said nothing. And now, if you say you want to get what you want to get for lunch? I'm gonna get a sausage. Pause. That's crazy.
But why would you get a sausage at lunchtime? Pause. Exactly. That's
Bro,
this is what I'm saying.
if you go to a hot dog truck, they got sausages and hot dogs.
I'm saying pause every time something don't. If it sounds out of place, I'm gonna say pause. I'm gonna say
That's
pause
some new
because
crazy crap.
that's been around. No matter how you look at it, you going in your local barbershops, in out your grocery store, your Chinese store. You even got Chinese people saying pause. It's a fact. They say it, they listen, and they like, yo, like certain things you can't do. How many people have you ever gone out and seen a grown man eat a hot dog, pause, right in front of you on a bun? Come on.
Yes.
And most people they start laughing when
in
you
New
eat
York. In Jersey, we got how many hot dog trucks?
You won't see me eat no glizzy in front of nobody. I'm chopping my joint up. That joint got to be chopped up. I'm
Again,
here with it.
y'all
I'm here
comment.
with it.
Is this too much? You ask somebody what they want for lunch, they're like, yo, I love hot dogs.
See, pause. It's crazy. It sounds crazy.
That does not sound crazy.
You can't say these
That's
things.
weird.
You got yo. Shout out to Cam. Cam said it the best. Yo, watch your commentary. He said it the best. Watch your commentary. That's all. I ain't gotta say pause. I'm just gonna tell you watch your commentary.
Who said this? Cam?
Cam, yeah, Cam. Yeah, shout out to Cam and Mace.
Cam had a pink Range Rover. Nobody said nothing. Now y'all be saying that means something.
But if it was pink, but you gotta think about it. The pink really came from breast cancer. So when we used to do our rides,
Is that what Cam had?
yeah, I don't know him
No,
personally,
bro.
but
He's like, I could do whatever I want to do.
yeah, you can do whatever you want to
So
do.
now y'all literally telling people they say certain things and pause this, pause that. That's crazy.
You gotta say pause. It's just you just.
I'm not saying pause.
You gotta well.
I'm not saying pause because when I say certain things, that's what I mean. If it's just like you ever been in the workplace and you say something and somebody take it sexually, and they're like, "Oh, what you mean?" And they like this little joke, but you didn't mean it that way, but you laugh.
Bro, listen. Let me tell you something. If you say something out of the ordinary and it deserves a pause, I'm gonna say it for you. You my brother, so I'm gonna say it for you. If you say, yeah, yeah,
And the no Diddy's even worse. The no Diddy's even worse.
I don't say no Diddy.
The no Diddy's even worse.
That's just too new school.
We just making
homo,
fun. We making somebody
no
fun in their downfall. That's just crazy.
Yeah. No. I'm not gonna say a yo. Pause. I'm not gonna say a yo. I'm not gonna say all them different things. I am gonna say pause. If it sounds out of place, I'm gonna say pause. No matter who I'm around, no matter who is watching, you say something out of line because that's the world that we live in today. It's crazy because you have to say that, and it's crazy is that masculinity is not as much around like it used to be. it's not like that. It's more, you know.
I think it's still around, but I think when you stand on it, instead of being this is what I do and you do what you do, now it's like if you like something, it means you don't like another thing, and that's not the. You got people who got a problem with the LGBTQ. I don't know the numbers community, and then you got people who just stay in their lane. If you stay in your lane, it don't mean you got a problem with something. And that's why I said I don't have no problem with nobody, and I don't have this whole. I gotta have my mindset is never on what somebody else's mindset is on. So therefore, I might say something you think is a pause need to go to it, but I'm not gonna pause it because my content is what I mean.
Okay. I mean, listen. All by means, I'm still gonna say pause. If
Your
you
mindset.
if you say
That mean you thought of something.
no, I'm not thinking about no.
If I say sausage and I think sausage,
you keep saying
and all my boys
pause,
and all my boys think we talking about food, and your mind thinks something else, that's on you.
listen, in the commentary, y'all let me know what he's saying right now is pause, or is it just be a regular go about your business? He just said whatever about a sausage, and he just paused and just keep it smoking.
Yeah, and you let me know if somebody's saying something real left, you can identify that versus somebody just saying something that mentioned a food product or anything that's in the shape like a banana. That means that you saying something weird. Or you can't just talk about something now. Now you gotta say pause. That's crazy.
Nah, I mean, even if you say something
Oh, we
crazy,
gonna see what they say.
If you say something
We gonna see
crazy,
what they say.
most people gonna say, "Yo, that's wild. Yo, that's wild, yo. Like what you just said was wild." Like
I disagree.
I mean, no, but everybody is entitled to their own. But once you start playing the game, you're a part of it. I started playing the game.
I don't play the game.
Back then in the early '80s, late '90s till now. I've always played that game because at the end of the day, like I said, we have to have our masculinity, which is very important nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And that's is getting to that point where I'm glad that the youth, because that's only how that you distinguish certain categories of people that you're around by the way that they talk. So if you say something out of line, and if you say something out of line, and you're around a whole bunch of guys, and none of them say pause, no matter whether the age or anything, and none of them say pause, and they know that it's out of place, and they love what you saying, then
I'm gonna go as far as I think lingo's changed. I do not believe back in the day, let's go 70s, when people was going, give me five, my man, and slap me five on the black hand side and all that stuff. I don't think the people from the 60s was with that movement.
No, it wasn't. They
so they like what they like.
Yeah, they like it wasn't 60s.
So when we came up and our parents were telling us our music was whack, when we were listening to Heavy D, Biggie, LL, Big Daddy Kane, how it went, they had what they like. And they lingo is they lingo. So just like now, I'm gonna keep what we had, and I don't have to switch with the new school dude. And I think more dudes that's around my age will be like, nah, we ain't with it.
I'm not calling another man. I'm not calling another man daddy, dog. I'm just not.
I didn't say that again.
But
that's not my culture.
I'm not calling nobody daddy.
That's not my culture.
I didn't call my own.
You ain't gonna put that on my culture.
I called my own father. I called my father Pop. It was certain things that you can say, like my father. You got some people that are like, "Yo, what up, Pop?" My father, I called him Pop. I didn't call him, "Yo, what up?" I sometimes I say, "What up, Dad?" But that's when I was younger. But as I got older, it changed to Pop. What's up, Pop? That's, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you say mother, you be like, hey, Mom. When you start from a baby, it's Mama. Then it goes to, hey, Mom. And then you just go, and then sometimes you start calling your mother Love. You're like, what's up, Love? So everything changes upon maturity in life.
I call my mom, she told mom.
Yeah, well, it depends. That's why I said everybody's different, but everybody have their own way of, showing their emotions to people. But I'm not
My
calling. I'm
point
not
is,
calling another
you-
man daddy, dog. I'm
because
not
the
doing
time,
that.
because the times changes, because the lingo changes, I do not have to do what the new school doing.
No, just don't say nothing. And people won't be like, yo, you gotta pause that, or that's wild. Or you won't have to have 10 people look at you like, yo, he wild, yo. Like, that's your
Nah,
man. That's your
because
man.
you the crew. If you in the crew of the pauses, that's how they look at. But you in another crew, another dude. What you talking about? Because nobody thought nothing crazy but you. You the only one saying pause. I promise you, you in the group of dudes think like I think. You be by yourself saying pause.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep saying pause. I'm gonna keep. If you say something out of line, I'm gonna say pause. That's a fact. And everybody behind the camera like,
Not everybody.
What's up with
Your
you?
people.
my people is your people. We are black culture,
Nah, bro. The whole black.
and all cultures are doing this now.
I just got back from Atlanta of all places. I'm telling you, I had this conversation there.
Yeah.
Everybody was not on what you talk about. Some of them was like, "Dad, where you at?" They're like, "Yeah, that's pause."
Yeah, most of the people. If you got 10 people in the room, 8 of them gonna say pause. I guarantee it, 100%.
I think it's a fad. I think it's a new wave. That's what I think it is.
Hey, look, God be the glory. You know what I'm saying? But end of the day, I mean, that's here nor there. I mean, we got to switch over.
You gonna wrap it up though? Who you got in the Super Bowl?
I'm a Broncos fan. If you can tell,
Oh,
I'm a
God.
Broncos fan. So
Who
right
you got in
now,
the Super Bowl?
I ain't got nobody in the Super Bowl. Once my team is out, Super Bowl don't
Who
really
the
matter to
underdog?
me. Huh?
Who the underdog?
Who the underdog? I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Kansas City done what? This going with their fourth Super Bowl? Nah, they need to get up out of there. They need to break. We gotta break the cycle with
I
them.
need to see a modern day dynasty. I need somebody to erase. I'm a Giants fan, let y'all know, but I need somebody to erase
Damn, Giants.
Dallas, erase Pittsburgh off the map.
They just got my quarterback. Pittsburgh got my quarterback.
Yes. So I want to see Kansas City do it.
Well, I mean, look, man, I'm all for whatever you got going on, with your team and all that. Giants will never be in the playoffs or the Super Bowl unless they get some good trades.
Please.
And the odds of that happening is astronomical. I don't think that's going to happen. Hey man, shout out to whoever's going to be in the Super Bowl, who's performing at the Super Bowl.
Guys, let us
all
know.
that.
Let us know who you go for the Super Bowl. Try to do it early before the Super Bowl so we can know who had it right. But honestly, what I'm looking forward to is, I gotta say it, the engine, and it's sad to say, as much as rap is a black culture thing, unfortunately, it's almost like me and him work transit. Like, we do not rule transit. Majority of transit work now is black, but we are not the top. We don't control rap. We rap, black is rap, but the engine behind Kendrick Lamar, and I want to see what the halftime look like.
That would be dope if Kendrick was to bring Lil Wayne out.
That would be dope.
That would be really, really dope.
But Wayne already said he's not going.
Yeah, he already not gone, but he can say that. That can be all a publicity stunt that he's not going to have
Who the hell?
him on there. But I think that'd be dope, especially in New Orleans. That's like coming to Jersey and not have Tretch. That's like not having Tretch or Queen Latifah or Fetty Wap.
I'm gonna tell you
whatever,
something funny.
At Jersey, just to be like, yo, alright, cool. At least somebody from Jersey came out. You can't go to a whole nother state, a whole nother continent, and not have
That's the number one thing they said.
that's there not perform. That's crazy. I think that's crazy.
I'm gonna tell you, that was what you just said was the number one thing they said when they announced who played at Super Bowl. And I'm gonna just show you, for all you out there who think the machine is a myth, who think they can control your thoughts, I'm gonna tell you how fast this happened. When they announced Kendrick Lamar, who's already been a Grammy winner, who's always been Kendrick Lamar is underrated, but he's already had huge hits. We ain't saying he didn't. But when they announced Kendrick Lamar, you know what everybody, every DJ, everybody said? What are you gonna do? Sing Not Like Us the whole performance? Because nobody knew his current body of work?
No.
Hold on.
Okay, all right. I'll let you go.
Within like a month of them announcing Kendrick Lamar, bro, he got like 9 hits at one time playing on the radio, album of the year, the Grammys, and I'm like, I seen Kendrick do it before they did this. Before he won Grammy before, but the level of them pushing it, you can tell when somebody is hot by themselves and hot because they're now the agenda, and it's sad that they play these games and divide us.
And you wanna know something, bro? And I ain't gonna hold you. You might disagree. Everybody might disagree with me. But Kendrick Lamar, he was always a dope. He was always dope.
He was dope.
He was always dope. I love that song. He got Love. It's called Love. I love that song. That shit is just dope. I love it. It's
Okay.
the melodic, the sound of it, the orchestration of that song is really, really dope. But what pushed him to the next level was Drake. And a lot of people might not agree with that, but Drake pushed him to the next level to make him kinda rap the way he raps now. Like crazy. Because Kendrick wasn't hotter like when you heard Kendrick, you heard he had a nice flow. He wasn't
he had
hotter
hair
than-
flow music.
Yeah, he wasn't
In
like a Little Baby or what's the other dude name?
Lil Wayne?
No, not Lil Wayne. The other dude that he used to hang out with. What the hell is his name? You got Lil Baby, Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a whole other situation.
Yeah,
that's drill.
Yeah. But I'm saying though, that was dope. Like that.
But
was
he been
dope.
a West Coast rapper.
Yeah, but he was on top with that one. But Drake coming from the Canadian side, I think he brought the animal out of him.
No, you want to pause again. A beef can make it current. What happens is, if 2 of us knock heads, and the other guys can make money off of it, they have no problem dethroning you to remind you to stay in your place and push the next guy. They like to push the underdog. They did it with 50. They did it with 1 million people. They did it with X when he was down. The thing about it is for everybody who's trying to tell me that I did say Kendrick was whack, but Kendrick was a certain type of artist that's kind of like you like him, you don't, you don't. As we DJs, you tell the damn truth. Last year, how many times do you DJ a party look for a Kendrick song? Never. Any DJ tell me they're looking for Kendrick songs last year, they're dead lying.
Yeah, that's a fact though.
How many
That's
times?
a fact, bro.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
How many
I ain't
times
gonna
have you
hold
been
that's
at a party and a shorty came up and like, excuse me, oh God, he's coming to request. What you want to hear? Oh, can you play this Kendrick Lamar? Never.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
Any of
That's a
y'all out
fact.
there, do you remember approaching a DJ and saying, could you play this Kendrick song? Never.
Yeah, no, that was a fact. I ain't gonna hold you.
This
That's a
year?
fact. That's a fact.
Can you play, what's the house?
You got TV.
Yeah, TV.
TV.
Mustard.
Yeah, you got that. I mean, he came out with it, but right now, even
Oh no, they pushed it because I'm gonna say again, he wasn't whack, but they remember Mustard was out when they announced the Super Bowl, but because they know they didn't push the rest of the album, they just pushed the beef. They said we gotta push more than the beef, so then they start pushing other songs. He didn't make them songs after the Super Bowl; they was already made, but they pushed them all, and now.
yeah, voila. You got voila. he done voila and he done got his shit. He got his shit on point. So now, yeah, right now he's on top. Right now, yeah, he's really on top. But all these other little rappers, you know what I'm saying, is dope too. But yeah, he having his moment, and he gonna have his moment. But yo, listen, we gonna wrap this up. You know what I'm saying?
I got a final thought. I'm gonna click.
And we gonna go with the final thought. We always got a final thought. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let Breeze say his final thought. Then I'm gonna say what my final thought is. Breeze, talk to us. What you got for us?
I'm gonna close with a thing that actually came back, and we actually did a podcast about it before. And I'm so big on it. I know my boy House is very big on it, and it's loyalty. And I ain't gonna drag it out. I'm gonna say this to you. A lot of people love to say I'm loyal. I'm loyal to my man. I'm loyal to my crew. I'm loyal to this. But let me tell you what real loyalty is. Again, I said it then. I'm gonna say it this. If you are loyal to somebody, the people around you know you're loyal to that person. So I'm gonna make it like this. They won't even say crap about the person you cool with. And this goes for honesty. A lot of time I talk to the bros. I'm actually gonna talk to the girls this time. We actually, this ain't to put y'all down, but I'm gonna talk to the ladies a lot. I see ladies go through a lot of situations, and bros don't really do the whole like me and my boy talking, and then we get with these other dudes, and I'm talking negative about him. Then he get with his boy talk. But girls go through a lot of this. She said this, and she said this, she said that. But let me tell you, ladies, this: if somebody's loyal to you, and them other girls know she's loyal to you, they know that's your rider, they cannot come to them and start talking about you. Because she gonna make it real comfortable. Like, yo, don't talk to my girl like this. So when they're able to have a whole speech about you to that person, and they can come back to you, tell you all this stuff they said, she wasn't just listening. She's part of it. There are positive men too, but women go through it a lot. And I'm gonna say this again, even for the bros and the ladies, everybody. If somebody is truly loyal to you, people around you know it, and people around them know it, and they cannot talk crap about the next person to you. So this year, be loyal. Screw the extra friends. I'd rather have one friend than 100 fake friends. You got it, bro.
That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end this with this. Be yourself, love others. Give out that same energy, but if people give you their ass to kiss, you throw that right back at them. Pause. And
Jesus
just keep
Christ.
being who you are. Elevate. I'm always gonna say this. This is to men and women. Boys or women, I'm gonna say girls and boys do what they could. But men and women do what they want. And we out of this.
Easy.
Easy. Let's go.